At that time, it became known that Putin had indeed signed the law on constitutional amendments, which says about his annulment and eternal self, proclaiming himself the permanent emperor of all Russian land. The coronavirus epidemic has begun in Russia, and this means that we are facing difficult times. This disease will change everything. Even a revolution in the Russian Federation cannot do as much as this coronavirus, and foreseeing this, as well as experiencing intense fear, Putin's friends in the person of Deripaska, they announced that Russia is not ready for this pandemic, which will obviously lead Russia to consequences, which could be even worse than the infamous 1991, which marked by the collapse of the country. Therefore, it is urgent to close all borders and introduce quarantine for as many as 60 days across the country. Well, wait, Monsieur Deripaska. But what about Putin's constitutional amendments, which still have to go through the remaining two stages, the conclusion of the Constitutional Court, and most importantly, this is a vote of the country's population for them. And how can the nationwide procedure for the current Putin vote go through to adopt amendments to the constitution that Putin signed, if you, Mr. Deripaska, want to introduce universal quarantine in the country? Or the Kremlin has its own opinion on this matter? Let them vote and infect each other at the same time. And when all this reaches the limit, at the same time infection and discontent of the masses, then they will introduce a state of emergency. Please note that in this case, the Kremlin does not need any small victorious war or a total nuclear war with the West, but only the use of the opportunity provided by spreading this infection by voting. And then, as a Chinese colleague and simultaneously a national leader, Xi Jinping, a month after complete isolation and a natural decline in the spread of this disease, which, according to the same Chinese, has already mutated into ordinary flu. This should be announced exactly by May 9, a triumphal winner in this war against coronavirus. Or, after all, as Putin said, we will go our own way. We will agree with the Constitutional Court, which we ourselves have crushed, and cancel the popular vote in connection with the same coronavirus. And there that will be. We would hold out day, but stand night. And now you look, day after day, and a year will pass.